Welcome children. Coordinate geometry for class 10. Here we will discuss some questions from exercise 7.1 based on distance formula. Now question number 6 is name the type of quadrilateral formed if any by the following point and give reasons for your answer. Now there are four coordinates given which are to be assumed as the four vertices of a quadrilateral, and we have to tell the type of quadrilateral to form. In such type of questions, for solving them, what we do, by the help of distance formula, we find all the four sides of the particular quadrilateral and the length of both the diagonal. Then we see the relationship between the sides and the relationship between the diagonals. And based on that relationship, we can deduce what type of quadrilateral that particular figure is. Now suppose the first part of the question is, now the coordinates are given -1, -2, 1, comma 0, -1, 2, -3, comma 0. Now we have assumed these points to be A, B, C and D. You can see this like, suppose this is a rough figure for a quadrilateral. This point we have taken as A, this we have taken as B, this we have taken as C and this we have taken as D. The same way we have allotted the name to the coordinates. Now we have to use the distance formula to find the length of the sides and the length of the diagonal. One thing we have to keep in mind while solving such questions, whatever order of the point is given in the question, that order should not be broken. Now let me find the side. First of all, let me find AB. So for AB we will take these two. So this will act as x1 y1, this will act as x2 y2. The formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So 1 minus, this is in minus, so we will keep in bracket. So minus 1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 means 0 minus of minus 2 whole square. Now this will become 1 plus 1 2 whole square and this will be plus 2 square. So that will come root 8 and it will become 2 root 2. So the length of the side AB is 2 root 2. Now we will find the length of the side BC. So for BC we will take these 2 points. Again this will be x1 y1, this will be x2 y2, and by using the distance formula the length of the BC is coming again 2 root 2. Then moving on to the side CD. So we will take these 2 points. Now using the distance formula the length of CD is coming 2 root 2. So we are watching that CD is also 2 root 2. Now the last side which is left is AD. So we will find the length of AD by distance formula, and on putting the values in the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and simplifying the expression so obtained, we will get the length of AD is 2 root 2. So we have observed that the length of all the four sides is same. Now we will focus on the diagonals now. Now our diagonals are AC and BD. So first let me find AC. So we will take these two, A and C. So by distance formula the length of AC is coming 4. And similarly we will find the length of the diagonal BD, and by distance formula the length of BD is also coming 4. So we are observing all the four sides are equal and also the length of both the diagonals are equal, and such type of condition is obtained in a square where all the four sides are equal and diagonals are equal. So based on the observation of R, we can say this particular quadrilateral is a square. So this way we can identify the nature of the quadrilateral. Let me take one more part of the same question. Now our coordinates are A minus 3 comma 5, B 3 comma 1, C 0 comma 3 and D minus 1 comma minus 4. So we have to follow the same procedure. We will find the length of all the four sides. We will take these 4 points as the uh, consecutive vertices of the quadrilateral. We will find the length of all the four sides. We will find the length of both the diagonals using the distance formula, and then we will check the nature of quadrilateral. So we have taken out the length of AB by using these 2 points. By distance formula it is coming 2 root 13. Then length of BC we have obtained, it is coming root 13. Length of CD is coming 5 root 2 and length of DA is coming root 85. Now we are watching that in this quadrilateral all the 4 sides are different. So this is not belonging to a very special class of quadrilateral. It is simply a quadrilateral. No name can be given. And here we can omit finding the diagonals, because if sides are unequal, all the 4 sides are unequal, then there is no need of checking for the diagonal. Now let me move on to the third part of the same question. Now here again 4 coordinates are given. We have labeled them as A, B, C and D. Now we will find the length of all the 4 sides. First of all, we have taken out AB, that is coming root 10. Then we have taken out BC, that is coming 3 root 2. Then by using the distance formula, we have taken out the length of CD, it is coming root 10. And then again by distance formula, we have taken out the length of DA, that is coming 3 root 2. Now you can see these 2 sides and these 2 sides, means pair of two sides are equal. Now let me first check what type of sides are these. So we make a rough figure here, suppose, and we have taken this A, B, C and D. Now if we will take this side, this is AB and this is CD, means these 2 sides. And you can easily see that these are the opposite sides of this quadrilateral. Similarly, BC and CD are equal. So this is our BC and DA. BC and DA are equal, so this is our DA. So we are watching again, they are making a pair of opposite sides. So in this quadrilateral we have observed that pair of opposite sides are equal. So this one information we have obtained about the sides. Now let me check for the diagonals. So diagonals are AC and BD. So length of AC is coming 2 and length of BD by distance formula is coming 2 root 13. Now we are watching that diagonals are unequal. So when such type of condition is there, that in a quadrilateral opposite sides are equal but diagonals are not equal, then that particular quadrilateral is an example of parallelogram. So we can say this figure is a parallelogram because opposite sides are equal but diagonals are not equal. So a simple question arises, if diagonals were also equal, in that case that this figure would be a rectangle. In a rectangle, opposite sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. But since diagonals are not equal here, it is a simple parallelogram. Now moving on to question number 7, a very important question. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from this point and this point. Now we have to find any point on the x-axis which is equidistant from these 2 points. You can understand this question this way. Suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis. If any point is on the x-axis, maybe this side or maybe this side, suppose this side. Now we know that if any point is on the x-axis, then in that case the y-coordinate of the point will be 0, means any point on the x-axis can be written as x comma 0. Why we have written x comma 0? Because x will have definitely certain value but y-coordinate will be 0. So any point on the x-axis is represented in general form this way. Now suppose this is our point here. Now this point is equidistant from these 2 points. Suppose we have taken these 2 points. Now 2 minus 5. So this will be here and minus 2 comma 9. This will be somewhat here as per the quadrant. So this is 1 point and this is 1 point. This is minus 2 comma 9. This is in the second quadrant and this point is 2 comma minus 5. It will be in the fourth quadrant. Now see this point, suppose we have taken it, given it as a number A. Suppose alphabet A is the name, this point is B and this point is C. Now our question is, this point is equidistant from B and C, means the distance of A from B and distance of A from C both are equal. So mathematically we can write AB equal to AC. Here we can write, suppose this point is A and this point we have taken as C, and this point we have taken as B. Now, so what we are getting here, that AB equal to AC. So this is our condition here. The length of AB is equals to the length of AC. So this is the information given here. Now using this information, we have to find the value of this point. Means we have to find x. Now length of AB. This length AB we can find by distance formula. Suppose this is our x1 y1, this is our x2 y2. So now using the distance formula for this point, suppose first of all it is, so using the distance formula for AB, this one, so it will be x minus of minus 2 means x plus 2, it will become whole square plus 0 minus 9 whole square. We take the difference of x coordinates, do the square of that. We take the difference of y coordinate, do the square of that. So this is our length of AB by using the distance formula. Now this length is equals to AC. So AC also we can find by distance formula. So subtract both the x coordinate, x minus 2 whole square plus, then subtract the y coordinate, so 0 and minus of minus 5 will be 0 plus 5 whole square, and we will get this condition here. And as they are equal, we will put equal to sign. Now we have to solve this equation to get the value for x. Now this can be expanded as a minus b whole square. So x square plus 4 minus 4x, this will be plus 5 square, that is 25. It will be x plus 2 whole square, so we can use a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and minus 9 square will be 81. Now for finding the value for x, we will do the squaring of both the sides. So this square root sign will be removed. We will get this expression. Now here x square cancelled. It will be minus 4x, 25 plus 4, 29 will become. Here 4x, 4 plus 81 will be 85. And upon solving, we will get the value for x to be minus 7. So here this x is minus 7. So our coordinate for point A will be minus 7 comma 0. So this way we can find a point on the x-axis which is equidistant from both the points. So this is very important to understand. If in the same question the point A, if it would be lying on y-axis, then in that case we would have taken the coordinate as 0 comma y, because on the y-axis the x coordinate is 0. So this point we have to keep in mind while solving such type of questions, and a very important question from examination point of view. Now moving on to question number 8. Now question is, find the value of y for which the distance between this point and this point is root 10. Now here it is already given that suppose a point is P here and one point is here Q. Now distance between P and Q is given 10 units, and the coordinates for P and Q are also given. We have to find this unknown value y. Now what we will do? First of all, we will find the length of PQ by distance formula. So that will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and taking the square root of that. So that we have done here, you can see here. Now this is subtracting the x coordinate. This 2 and minus 10 is subtracted and taking the square. Then subtracting this y coordinate. So minus 3 and y is subtracted. So minus 3 minus y whole square. So this is by the distance formula. The length of PQ is there, but it is already given 10, so we can equate it equals to 10. Now solving this, it will be minus 8 square. Here you will see that minus will be taken common, so you will get minus bracket 3 plus y and whole square, and like this we will get this. If we will take minus common here, we will get in the bracket 3 plus y, small bracket close, and outside that we will have a bracket with a square there. Now this minus, when you will do the square, will become plus, so it will simply be 3 plus y whole square, that is a plus b whole square, so it will come this. Now 8 8 is 64, 9 plus y square plus 6y equal to 10. Now to remove this square root sign, we will do the squaring of both sides. It will become 100. 64 plus 9 73, y square plus 6y. And upon solving, you will get a quadratic equation. Now this quadratic equation can be factorized by using the splitting the middle term. So our middle term factor will be 9y and minus 3y. And you will take y common here in the first two. It will be y within bracket y plus 9. Here minus 3 will be taken common, so it will become y plus 9. So finally we will get the expression y plus 9 in bracket into y minus 3 in bracket equal to 0. Upon solving, the value will be 3 and minus 9 for y. So we are watching that the value for this y could be 3 or minus 9. So this way this question will be done. Next question. If q 0, 1 is equidistant from P and R, find the value of x. Now it is given, suppose a point is q here. It is at equal distance from two points P and R. So the distance of q from P and R are equal. So we can say this QP equal to QR, which is written here. QP equals to QR. And with this information, we have to find the value for x. Now coordinate for q is given here 0, 1. Then coordinate for p is given here 5 minus 3. So if we have to find this length QP, so we can take anyone as x1, y1, second as x2, y2. So let me take this as x1, y1, this as x2, y2. So it will become 0 minus 5 whole square plus 1 minus or minus 3 whole square. This will be the length of PQ. Then it will be equals to QR. So now QR means this and this. So using the distance formula, it will become 0 minus x whole square, difference of x coordinate and taking the square of that, plus difference of y coordinate means 1 minus 6 and taking the square of that. So left side will be this root 25 plus root 16, right side will be root x square plus 25. Now we will take the square of both sides, we will get this expression. Upon solving, we will get x square equal to 16, and when we will take the square root of 16, it will become 4 and minus 4. We know that whenever we find the square root of any number, it comes both in plus and minus. So here the value for x is 4 and minus 4. So what is the value for x? 4 and minus 4. Now also find the distance QR and PR. Now for finding the distance QR and PR, we will take the help of distance formula, and this q is given here 4, 6. So you will take one time P this way, sorry QR. So for one time you will take both the cases. One time you will take Q as 4, 6 and R this one. Then second time you will take minus 4, 6 and R this one. Similarly you will find the other ones. Here we can see this using the distance formula. Now we have to find the length of QR and PR. Now in one case we will take the value for x to be 4, means positive value. So here 4 we are taking. So this is Q and this is R, 4, 6. So one will be x1, y1, x2, y2, and on using the distance formula, the length of QR will come root 41. Then we have to find the value for PR. Now this is P and this is R. Same again, x will be 4 here. So PR you will calculate. Here you can see this one. So using the distance formula, in this case here it is 4 right now. So 4 minus 5 whole square plus 6 minus of minus 3 whole square, that will come root 82. So we have taken out the value for QR and PR when the value for x is taken as 4. Now second case we have obtained the value for x to be minus 4. Now we will take x to be minus 4. Then we will again find QR. Q and R, it will come root 41. Then we will find the value for PR. It will come 9 root 2. So this is the value for QR and PR for the second case when x equals to minus 4. So this way we can find the value of QR and PR. Now the last question of the exercise, Find a relation between x and y. Relation between x and y means we have to obtain one equation which contain x and y. So this is the relation. So find a relation between x and y such that point this is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. Now this is a general question. We have a point x, y somewhere on the Cartesian plane. Now distance of this point from 2 points. The first point here it's given 3, 6 and second point is minus 3, 4. Now the distance of this point x, y is equal from these two 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. And with the help of this information we have to find a relationship or an equation containing x and y. Now we can take the help of distance formula. Now this distance equals to this distance. So find this length by using the distance formula. This will act as x1 y1, this will act as x2 y2. So you will get this for this line. Similarly, you find this distance in which one coordinate for x1 y1 will be this, x2 y2 this. So using the distance formula its length will be this. Now as both the lengths are equal, we can put a equal to sign in between. Now solving this a minus b whole square, it will come this. Then a minus b square, again it will come this. Here it will become x plus 3 whole square, means a plus b whole square, it will come this. This is a minus b whole square, it will come this. Now do the squaring of both sides. Now we obtained this. Now we can see this x square, y square is cancelled. Now we will take the terms containing x and y on one side and numbers on other side. So we will get this equation. On doing this, 12x plus 4y equals to 20. We can take here 4 common. So finally our equation will be 3x plus y equals to 5. So we are watching, this is the relationship between x and y in the form of equation. So this way we can find the relationship between x and y, which is equidistant from this and this point. So these are some of the important questions from this exercise. Thank you.